Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. We're back. I've got Casey on the line. Casey, say hello.
Howdy.
Casey. There you go. Perfect. And I have Laura here. Laura's sitting in my chair, and I'm not going to turn my camera because it'll get messed up, but you can yell hello. They'll hear you if you want. Laura, say hi.
Hi.
There you go. And Laura's going to just help with, posting and keeping track. So, Laura, you can post in that the number 646-891-5252 when you see that video come up. Yay. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. We're taking live call-ins tonight. We want you to join us. We want you to hang out. We want to see what Spirit has to say. Yeah. There we go. I want to share this in a group. Doo-dah, doo-dah. So I'm going to share this in the Angels Don't Lie group. And that's kind of what I do. I put it in my group and then take it from there. So, hi, Megan. How are you? Casey's watching all the way from Connecticut. Casey's on. Hey, Mary Kay, how are you? Let me know you're here when you stop in. I see we got a bunch of people already tuned in. Super exciting. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Tonight we're going to be talking all about raising our awareness. Raising our awareness. And I'm going to give you some great tips, and we're going to talk about what that means. And we're going to hang out. We're going to find out what's going on in your world as well. Casey and I were just chatting about the lightning strikes in Florida yesterday. Did you guys all hear about that? Crazy. And then there was a tornado, right, Casey? Tornadoes in Cape Cod today.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where in Cape Cod, but definitely saw a news flash about it.
Yeah, so if you guys are in the Cape, we're praying for you, hoping everything is safe and you're all good. I know there was I saw a quick news flash when I was at lunch with my dad, and I was like, wait, is that local? And sure enough, look, it was the Cape, right? Seriously. Hi, Sue, how are you? Sue Esposito's on. Megan, Nancy. Woo-hoo. So we're going to take live call-ins tonight. We'd love for you to join us. And here's the number. You found it? 646-891-5252. If you are tuning in overseas, Casey can take your call. And Casey, why don't you tell them how they can send you an inbox, right? That's what they have to do?
Yeah, they'll have to send me a Facebook friend request, and then make sure they're on Messenger, and then we can communicate over that little telephone feature on Messenger. Perfect.
Very simple, right? So anybody that is ready for that phone reading, call in, and we're going to connect you. We're going to see what Spirit has to say, see your loved ones coming through, and give you the guidance that you are in need of. Oh, it's just 7 o'clock. Isn't that great? We went on a couple minutes early, and we're just crushing it now, right? Hi, Sally. How are you? Hi, Beth. How are you? Thank you for joining. You guys can you can share it on your wall, or you can even tag your friends in the comment section, and when you do that, then they can come and find the video. Sweet deal. I know there's a way to do the watch party. You know about watch parties, Laura? Yeah. We'll have to talk about that after. Mm-hmm. Hi, Lori. How are you, love? Beautiful. So we're going to talk about raising our awareness, and I'll tell you why this matters. Hey, and I've got this nice headset on so we're recording for the podcast. So when we raise our awareness, we get out of our everyday kind of funk, and we can see things from another view. So I'm going to give you this great example. I was talking with my girlfriend Carly the other day, and she was hanging out with her nephew and her niece, and they're both really intuitive beings. They connect with angels. They see them. They're just the sweetest kids. And so her nephew, who's 8, says to her, you know, Aunt Carly, when I need my answers from God, I just look up and they just fall in. And she was like, they do. And he's like, yeah, my angels, they just bring them right to me. But when I look down, I don't get my answers. And so I thought that was such a perfect explanation, and how simplified it is. We make it really difficult, right? We want our answers. We want to understand what Spirit's saying. We want to understand what our next move is, or the thing that we're praying for. And we might keep trying to do things, working towards our goal, working towards whatever, and we'll leave God out of it. So we don't move forward. We end up kind of staying stuck. And then the same things, the same experiences come back around to us. So I was talking to my daughter today, and man, this girl's freaking amazing. She's got 3 children. She's in nursing school, and her husband works nights. He works 11 at night to 7 in the morning. So he comes home and goes to sleep. She's doing everything from cleaning the house, running the kids where they need to go. Really, really incredible. So she's telling me that, she was in clinicals today for nursing school, and she had a moment of confrontation with a nurse leader or whatever. I don't even know what she was, exactly the title. Anyways, what happened was, it wasn't exactly a truth for Lauren. It wasn't exactly something. She got reprimanded for something she didn't do. So she was very upset. She was shaking, and her teacher said, if you're not okay, why don't you just go? It's all right. She might be having a bad day. And so she called me from the car, and she was crying. And this is the perfect example, because I used to do exactly this. When something goes wrong, we look for somebody to validate our pain. We want somebody to hear it, like defend ourselves, right? We need to defend, like, I didn't do anything wrong, and this is the situation. So I said to her, here's where you can rise above. You can raise your awareness by taking a moment to, 1, look at the situation from another point of view, right? Maybe you're right. This woman had a bad day, and whatever happened wasn't about you. You just take a moment to maybe forgive her. Ask God, what is it that I need to know about this situation? And I said, really, what I feel like God was saying to you is, you're tired and you need a break, and he provided you an out for the day. And she's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, because you're worn out. And she's like, I really am. So this was really, a different point of view. She changed her awareness. She realized she didn't have to defend herself or her actions, that this happened in order so she could have a break. Unfortunate things happen, and they can teach us. So does this make sense for you? When you stop for a moment and you see a different perspective, and you don't get caught up in the story of defending your belief or defending your feelings, because you're right. People mess up. People make mistakes. Casey, I almost swore. I stopped myself.
I'm ready. I'm ready with the owl sound, and I also I didn't want to interrupt you. You're on a roll, but we have 2 callers.
Okay. Oh, we got callers. Yay.
Yeah,
all right.
Whenever you're ready.
Hold that thought, guys. Let's take the first caller. Perfect. Right. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Jeannie, it's Sue.
Hi, Sue. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good. Which Sue is this?
Esposito.
Thank you. It's nice to hear your voice. I don't think we've ever spoken.
No, I want to, though.
just on Facebook. So this is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We are so blessed to have you in our lives with your gift you share with us, and thank you so much for that.
Oh, and thank you so much for saying that. That means the world to me. Really, it really does.
I'm really enjoying the mornings, and it's a good way to start the day and set the tone. So my sister and I both, race to see you in the morning. Who gets on first?
Which one is your sister?
Sally.
Oh, okay. Sally and Sue, sisters. Okay. Now I know. And I know that Susan Eith and her sister, Mary Kay, are on together, so I love that.
Yeah, we're just kind of sharing the knowledge and both growing.
Right.
We're both at different places in our life, but because of you, she's opening a lot more, and I'm advancing too. And
beautiful. And that's why I do it. I was explaining to Laura, who's here for the first time tonight. hopefully to be my assistant. And I was explaining to her my mission is that not only your healing, it's the collective consciousness, the collective healing that we do. So when you heal, it actually changes your family, because you heal, all of a sudden the person next to you, without you doing anything, notices the difference and wants to do something, to shift their life. And then all of a sudden it just kind of marries to other people. And that's how we will change the world. That's how we will stop all this, hate and anger from growing. It's one person at a time. Yeah.
And to turn the news off and just pray for the world every day. And that's what I do. When people say you're crazy, I said, no, I'm not. It makes a difference. If one person does that, imagine if everybody took the time, what this world would be.
Exactly. Yay. So I'm sure, what is your question? We're bantering, but this is fun.
I know.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
No, just want to know if my mom is there.
Sure. Can you just give me her first name?
Shirley.
Thank you. Who's Mary? That was the first name I heard.
That's my nanny.
Okay, so that was the first name that I heard. And I've told you guys before, I don't normally get names because I'm hard of hearing. I set this thing up in my connection, but Mary stood forward first. And I just feel like, is this your mom's mom, Mary?
My dad's mom.
Your dad's mom. All right, she wanted to be known. I kind of feel like that was her personality, like, I'm going to be first. But I also feel like, are you a namesake, or do you have part of her name in your name?
My confirmation name is Mary.
So it's her way of acknowledging and giving you that connection that it's her. Your mom had an illness?
Yes.
And she said it was debilitating. Do you understand?
Yep.
And she says there's communication now on both sides of the family, and there's easement. Do you understand that?
No.
An easement. So maybe there was, maybe they didn't see eye to eye, but now everything is smoothed out. It's kind of the way she's making me feel.
Okay. I have to think about that. I don't know.
Yeah. They'll give me some things, and I don't always know what they mean, but it's just her way of letting you know that it's her.
Okay.
She says, I feel so much better, and she can breathe really well. She's also pointing to some jewelry, and she brings me this box. And it feels like it has like a rough top. I don't know if that's like shells or something on the top. Do you understand that?
No, I'll have to ask my sister about that one.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you understand the jewelry?
No, because Mom wasn't like that. She didn't have a lot of jewelry.
Yeah, because it feels simple, but...
No, I actually have a box with all her cards, and it's not shells, it's flowers, it's embroidered flowers.
That's what she's showing me. So it's a raised feeling on that box?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what she's talking about. So two different things then she's bringing through. Acknowledging that you have energy, things of hers you're holding on to, and her way of like letting you know that she's okay and she's with you. I feel like there's a lot of questions for you of, I just feel like they're all over the planet. I don't feel like there's just in one area. I feel like there's a lot of questions. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. She said, yes, you need to set up a session. Like, you need that time. She's like cracking up. Yeah. Like, this is great, but this is like, just a tasting.
Okay.
All right.
We will do it together.
Thank you so much for calling in and for supporting. I really appreciate your love and your following.
And thank you too, Jane. I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, hon. Have a beautiful night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Casey, I know we have another caller, but I want to give a couple shout-outs. I see you guys posting. Jen, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you for tuning in. We miss you. Mary Kay, Susan Ice, Candy, hello. Let me see if I can slide back over here, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Susan Martin, Shelly, hey, how are you? Sandy, hello, love. Marianne Tobias, anybody else I'm missing, just type in so I can give you a quick shout-out. Casey, you want to take that next call?
Yes, we can. You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. It's Megan.
Hi, Megan. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Which Megan are you?
Megan Licata.
Thank you, honey. We've spoken before, right? And I've seen you in person, right? When I had the studio.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm
How
trying to
can I
get a session together with some of my family members.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We can all arrange it at the same time.
I know. That's always kind of a tricky thing, right? Getting everybody under the same roof and to agree to one day.
Yes.
And yeah, I know. So just let me know. Shoot me some dates.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I got your email. So I was just trying to make sure it all more or less worked with my mom and one of my aunts.
Okay.
So that's
perfect.
Important for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what question do you have tonight?
So I recently lost a cousin that I really didn't know a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I knew her when I was very young, and very many years of never being in touch. Her mom passed away about 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, and we were in touch, but at the same time, she had some stuff go on, and she recently passed away. And because I never really knew her or my aunt, I was just wondering if they were able to come through and say anything.
So can you give me their first names, please?
Both of their first names were Connie.
Okay, thank you.
Cousin Missy.
I was going to say you called her something different. And there's a responsibility behind her passing, she says. She claims a responsibility. Do you understand that?
No.
So when they claim a say that again?
It was an illness.
Right. So when they claim responsibility, it just means that maybe they didn't do things that were in their highest and best interest. It doesn't always mean they took their life or that they did something. It means they maybe didn't do things to prevent. So that could be a number of things. But that's kind of the first thing she shows me. But she also shows me, I don't know where all the animals are coming from, and she's talking about a pig.
Her sister has a pig.
Okay. It's just a way. I love that. She's bringing that through so that you understand that it's her. I feel like she feels so much better, and I do feel like it was a whirlwind of crazy for her. The illness and her passing, and I do feel like there's a lot of drama because she gives me that tornado feeling, and that's usually my sign for drama.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
And your aunt passed a long time ago, like several years ago?
Yeah, it was around probably 2 years ago now.
And she's talking with her hands, and she's moving them around, and she's very animated. It's her way of letting me know that she is who she is. And she's talking really fast. It's just she has a lot of energy, and that's her personality.
Yes.
Okay. And they appreciate you asking about them. They said, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because there was just so much turmoil with my aunt at one point in her life.
Yeah.
And I always just wanted her to know how much I did love her and appreciate the things she did for me.
I think that's a beautiful confirmation for you when she says thank you so much. Without over getting into it, that's her way of acknowledging you and her way of validating you. Okay. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Megan, so much for calling in.
Thank you, and we will make an appointment soon.
All right. We'll speak to you soon, hon. Take care.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Let me see. I got a few more people to say hello to. Hi, Sally. How are you, love? Hi, Tammy. How are you? Hi, Jeannie. Tammy and I are here. Oh, it's Nicole. Yay. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Hi, Donna. I've got another Jeannie on here. She's Susan Martin's cousin. Hey, how are you? So, Nicole, if you'd like to have a reading, the number here is 646-891-5252. Are you taking notes on the readings? You don't need to do that. Only in person. Okay. Sorry. I gave instructions and I gave them wrong. So go figure. That's me. Anyways, hi Tammy. How are you, Tammy G? Beautiful. And
I'm gonna give a
perfect.
shout
Anybody
out
else?
to. I'm gonna give a shout out to Charlotte out in Omaha.
Hey Charlotte, how are you? Is this your daughter?
No, it's
Charlotte?
friends of mine.
Oh.
We did a live show at her parents' house one night, and you talked to her.
Yes. Yes. How are you?
She's,
nice to see you hanging out
She's
here.
got a little bit of the gift. I remember us talking about that. So, and we have two more callers.
All right, perfect. Let's do this. You guys are loving the show tonight? Who's loving this? Let's see some hearts.
All right, here we go.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Susan Martin. How are you, Jeannie?
Good, Susan. How are you, love?
I'm doing good. I'm up in Canada right now.
I know. I think, was it on Instagram I saw that, and I'm like, oh, look at that girl traveling.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly. So the question that I have for you tonight is, my mom passed away. It'll be 2 years in November. And she was my confidant. She was the person that I always spoke to whenever I had, issues and things like that. And there's a lot of drama going on, with my kids and everything. And I'm just wondering, is she proud of me for what I'm doing and sticking to my guns and things like that?
Yeah, I feel like you have really shown up in a much different way than you might have before that conversation that we had. And she's like beyond grateful that you are owning your life now.
Excellent.
And yeah, and I feel like you're owning all the aspects of your life, and there's no blame, there's no shame, there's no, you're just doing it. And she is so proud of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, before she passed, it was just, it kind of came as a shock as far as how she passed. And, I kind of doubted, was she sick? Was she not sick? Things like that. I feel like that's a big burden that I've been carrying around. Is she mad at me because, maybe we just didn't believe that she was as sick as she was and things like that.
Well, look, you're taking on a responsibility that isn't yours to take on, right? Okay. Because she taught you how not to use your voice. And so you're learning to use your voice. She didn't use her voice. She didn't stand up for herself. And so that isn't on anybody else and nobody else's responsibility but hers. She doesn't, there's no blame on that. She's wiping her hands. She's like, no.
Okay.
And your mom is so gentle, and she's just like, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes me feel better. Yes.
Yeah.
And I gotta come see you.
And she says to tell you that she's holding your hand. I feel like that's something you guys did often, and she's just holding your hand.
Yep.
And your mom has the softest skin. I'm like, what are your secrets? Yeah. I'm like, what are your secrets? Your skin is so soft. Yeah.
You know what? No makeup. She never wore makeup.
How beautiful.
Yep.
So there is your gift. You carry that with you. You hold that in your heart, and you let that help you continue to move forward.
Okay.
Remember what we talked about earlier, collective healing. This healing is beyond what you can imagine. You're doing it, and it is going to affect your children. It will, I promise.
Okay.
And the people around you, it's just going to, and they told a friend, Remember that commercial from when we were young?
Yep.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you, love. All right.
Okay,
have a beautiful night.
And I'll come visit you at your new space soon.
Perfect. I'd love that.
Okay. Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. I see a couple new people signing on. Hold on. Charlotte, hey, I know I said hello to you. Cindy, hi. Carrie Lee, how are you, love? Thank you, Cindy. That's so sweet. Carrie Lee, you are going this weekend, aren't you? All right, I'm ready, Casey.
All right, because we have 3 callers in the queue. It's a busy night tonight.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hi, Hillary. How are you? Okay.
Here we go.
Look at us. We're on fire. Hi, this is Jeannie.
Hi, this is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
Okay.
Cindy, where
have-
are you calling from?
Arkansas.
Okay, thank you, love.
In the last 13 months, I've had two profound losses. One was my mother, and then 11 months later, my youngest brother. And I was just wondering if you can get anything from them. I'm wondering if they're okay. I'm really struggling.
Yeah, I feel like there's a desperation about like that. So just give me your mom's first name for me.
Margaret?
Thank you. And your brother was a namesake, meaning he was named after somebody?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, they're together. I feel like the struggle for you is the belief that there is heaven, the belief that there is no pain, there is no suffering. There is no suffering is the biggest thing they want you to hear. There's no suffering. There is only love. So while a religion can kind of scare us and cause us to separate from truth, this is about your spirituality. And that's what your mom keeps bringing me around. Like, just open up to this truth that we're with love. And I feel like your mom is like right next to you, like right over your shoulder. And that's what she makes me feel like. I'm right here, and just trying to guide you. And I feel your pain. Like, she's like, it's all around your heart and your chest. Hard to take a deep breath, hard to take a step forward, hard to even like feel like, how am I going to go about life now?
Exactly.
She's like, it's one step, one day. She's like, you're in the right place. She's like, I brought you to the right people. You're going to be okay. And do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Your brother feels like he had a struggle, and I don't know what it is around his throat and his neck, but I have all this energy there. Do you understand that?
I get kind of. We didn't really know what he died of.
Okay, because it feels. I don't know.
It's very sudden.
I don't know if he choked or aspirated, and it just feels like. It just feels very uncomfortable. If he had an allergic reaction, something in the throat is really bothering me, and it just feels very inflamed. But he also is like telling me to tell you he's punching you in the shoulder, and he's being really sarcastic and being like slangy with his words, like, hey sis, and that's just how he's coming through.
Yeah, that's.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, something about roll the dice, like everything is fine.
Oh, that's so funny that you said that. Okay, good.
Okay. Little messages mean the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Good. So there's your validation. Hold it in your heart and just find yourself back into that spiritual routine of praying and doing things that will lift you up, okay?
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, love. Have a beautiful night. Thank you so much for calling in.
You too.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. So before we take another caller, I just want to say here is the perfect opportunity to talk about that raising of our awareness, because this is a perfect moment for us to know that when our loved ones are coming through, you know, they're with you all of the time, right? And if you raise your awareness, if you are looking up instead of looking down and looking within and looking at the sorrow, you will feel, you will understand, your senses will start to communicate with the vibes of heaven. Okay? Perfect. Hi, Jane. How are you? Casey, you see Jane is saying hi?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Perfect. You cut out. She's a friend of yours?
Yep, friend of mine. Yep. Hi, Jane.
Perfect.
I'm going to go for the next caller. Are you ready?
I am.
Here you
Are
go.
you overwhelmed over there? No. Okay. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hold on. I clicked it. Didn't go. I'll try one more time.
Okay. Okay.
There.
Hi, it's Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. This is Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Where are you calling from tonight?
Newtown, Connecticut.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
How can I help you, love?
I lost a close friend of mine. Today is actually 1 month since his passing, and I was just wondering if he has passed on over and if he's around us, because I feel like he's around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me his first name, hon.
Elliot?
What's his first name?
Elliot?
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry. I didn't hear you say that.
That's okay.
Perfect. So I feel like you already know that he's with you. He's telling me that you have this sensitivity to energy, that you're a super sensitive person and that you feel things, but you deny them, and that you have a hard time in like big crowds and energy. And he says that he's doing like all this bragging rights about you right now. He says that you're an artist and you don't know it. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
So he's letting me know that you are, again, this is the best community for you, because when you're so sensitive to energy and you aren't taught how to take care of yourself, it can be so overwhelming. So he said, you're here and it's perfect. You're going to learn and you're going to understand that you are normal. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. So he says to keep doing your art. It's a really important part for you, and don't be so shy about it. Display it. He says, take it out and leave it on the walls. Take it out and do it in public places, because it's meant to be seen and cherished. He says, you're such a beautiful soul. He says, please say that I'm sorry. Please tell her I'm sorry that I had to go. I don't know why he's not saying like, he's saying why I had to go, and then he's also referring leaving to heaven. But I don't know if he had to go somewhere and he wasn't with you and then he went to heaven. So I'm not understanding the difference. It's just what he's saying. He is completely like renewed and refreshed. His soul is really aligned. And I don't think he had a great belief system while he was here, is what he's making me feel, in higher power and God. And he's like, it's like the books are all true. What can I say? I was a fool. And he is doing really well. Okay. He's doing really well. He's learning and he's okay.
Is there anything about a dream? Because I saw him in a dream and it felt so real.
So that's when you know that your abilities are tuned in, because when you're quiet and you're in that dream state, you're going to see spirit. You're going to feel them. It's an undeniable. That's for you. That's your gift. And that's him reminding you that you're safe. Yeah. And that's really beautiful that he came to you in that dream, love.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. And listen, if you have questions, find me on social media here, send me an inbox, and I'll help you the best I can. Okay?
I will.
With your energy and stuff. You're welcome. Have a beautiful night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Beautiful. I see we have Nancy on there. I think my mom just signed on too. Perfect. How's everybody doing out there? How are we doing there in TV land and Facebook land?
Well, people are wanting to talk tonight, that's for sure.
What's that?
People are wanting to talk tonight. We got 3 more waiting on the line.
Look at us. We're on fire tonight.
For sure.
Yeah, they're liking it. Wow, it's amazing. It is amazing. And so before I take the next caller, I want to say, when you're listening to somebody receive a message and you're hearing somebody from heaven delivering, know that the souls of our departed loved ones can piggyback and give the message to you as well. So if it's resonating with you, it's meant for you. It's meant for you. So keep that open while we're taking the calls, and know if that your heart is feeling like, that sounds like my loved one too, know that it is. All right, perfect. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Hi, this is Jeannie. Hi.
Hi.
Who am I talking to?
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Where are you calling from, Nancy?
Danbury, Connecticut.
Thank you, love. Thank you. How can I help you tonight?
Just wondering how my mom is doing. My mother's name is Lorraine.
Thank you. Have I brought your mom through to you before?
No.
Okay. This is really big for you, she says. And do you understand that? And she's such a gentle mom. She says, thank you so much. And she's so soft-spoken. She's like, I've been wanting you to hear my words and to let you know that everything is okay, dear. It's just how she's speaking.
Yes.
Very endearing. She gives me the apple of the eye, like probably you could do no wrong in her eyes. And she's holding you with the utmost respect and love.
Oh.
And what's the flower garden? The flowers.
We, she loved, my sister knows, my sister Cheryl knows her favorite flower. I think they were purple, but we, been meaning to go to the cemetery and plant some for her.
She's just talking about them. If you've been thinking about it, then that's why she's bringing it up, the flowers.
Yes, we've been talking about going and planting some flowers for her. We've been there recently. My sister was there.
Okay. And you're having a little bit of struggle right now?
Yes.
So she says, I want to help you. I want you to know that I'm right here with you, that you don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to feel alone, and that we're all here, she says.
Oh, that helps.
And you, again, look, this is our theme for the night, in case we don't catch this. You're in the right place. This community, hanging out here, you're going to feel supported and loved. So don't feel like you have to go this alone. If you need help, send me an inbox, send me an email, go to my website. You don't have to do it alone. Okay?
Thank you. You just help every day. Every day you make it brighter for all of us. I just enjoy you so much. You're just such an inspiration to so many people. You just have such a wonderful gift.
Thank you so much. I'm going to cry now.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
You have a beautiful night.
You too. Thanks, Jeannie. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was overwhelming. Okay. I'm ready, Casey. I'm going to fall apart, so we better keep going.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. It's Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tammy, where are you calling from again?
I'm calling from Newtown.
That's what I thought. I was going to say Newtown. Perfect. How can I help you tonight?
So we recently lost somebody very close to us, and I'm just wondering if there's any confirmation of passing peacefully and anything that would just ease everyone's mind to just know that everything's okay on the other side.
Sure. Can you just give me a first name?
Sure. His name is Elliot.
Thank you. Is this the same Elliot that was that I just did a phone call for that young girl?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm connecting because he's being a little bashful with, like, he can't believe people are thinking of him. He's like overwhelmed with the amount of support and love because he didn't think in life that was available to him. I do feel like he was felt very isolated and alone and would be kind of standoffish at times, and that was his energy. But look, he says now, and it's not about the dying, and so there's, for him, the memory and leaving was beautiful. The memory and seeing the light, and he says seeing Jesus and having that holy experience was something that was what his soul needed and craved, because he couldn't get there here. I have a really hard time taking a deep breath. I do feel like he probably suffered from a lot of anxiety in and out of his life. which
Yeah.
it's complicated with, I want to say depression, but it doesn't feel like a depression that is chemical. It feels more that Elliot was an energetic being that didn't know he was an energetic being and didn't understand the sensitivities, and instead tuned out and did things that were against his grain, against his body, and didn't work with the tools. And I think this is why he was showing up and telling his friend Nicole and showing her that there's a different way. There's a different way. Yeah. So he makes me feel like he's safe and he's good and he's surrounded by love. And he says, I'm in school. Like, I felt like that already. Like, he was like, I'm learning. I'm doing everything I can to get better and to grow. And that's what he's doing. Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot because that wasn't really possible here on this plane. So
these are messages, and this video, this is a really important thing because this is healing that can be given to his family, to people that were close with him that are suffering, that will help bring some peace of mind. Because I do feel like there's turmoil, there's trauma, there's a not understanding.
Yes.
So this maybe can bring some peace. And so there is another level of that collective consciousness, that healing on a vast level.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it, and thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you. Have a beautiful night, love.
Thank you. You too.
Beautiful. You guys are all doing so great. This is really quite overwhelming. And I have to tell you, Spirit is like, the heaven doors are open and the angels are just like praising you all for showing up, and the willingness and the love and the support and the prayers, and how you're showing up for each other in times of need. Like, you guys are friending each other and you're finding this community of light workers coming together. So this is what it's all about, right? Really beautiful. All right, Casey, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Hi, this is Jeannie. Hello. Thank you so much for holding.
Hi, Jeannie. This is Carol. I'm calling from St. Louis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You said Carolyn, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I lost my daughter back in November. Her name's Pam. Thank you. And I guess there's naturally a million things I want to know, but she was in a real bad car accident and survived body-wise for 2 days, and we had to make the decision to let her go. And I guess one of the things I wonder is, did we make the right decision, in her eyes? Was she even with us still, or was she gone?
So she makes me feel like on impact, she was on the other side. And,
okay.
And so what that means for me, when somebody does survive, it means a part of their soul is still there. And it's similar when somebody has Alzheimer's, where like they'll put one foot in heaven and one foot here, and then they go through the transition. So she said, for me, there was no pain. Please make that really, really clear, that there was no pain.
Good.
Because that was the view, and that was the biggest problem for my parents, is the pain, the amount of pain and suffering they thought was happening.
She was turned up
and
real
I feel
bad, and it was just really,
I feel it,
real bad amount of damage.
And I feel like there was maybe some bones like crushing, like I feel like a crushing beat.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like, I was not there. Like, really, it was the angels that lifted me. She said it was like a movie. It was just like a movie. And, you know, there's no blame. I feel like you're carrying such a weight of blame on yourself. She said, please, you did the right things. You know me. You knew my desires. You knew that this was not a way to live.
Right.
And I do feel like there was a struggle in the family as well of maybe judgment coming of do this, don't do this, and you know, lots of confusion, she said. But there's really good decisions that were made because she was already there and needed to be in heaven fully.
Yeah. Well,
she also makes me feel like she didn't always make the best decisions, and she really is referencing on how she's cleaning up her act now, so you understand of the work that she's doing on the other side.
Good.
And what's the child? Who's the child?
Yeah, she has a daughter.
And you're taking care of her?
Yes.
And you're taking care of her?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's like, and she's crying, like, I'm just getting all these tears and overjoyed of thank you so much for keeping me alive in her and telling her and taking her and caring for her and loving her. And she says this is not easy for my mom. This is not an easy thing. Seeing her as a reminder, it's not an easy thing. And it's physically challenging for you. So she says, as much as she can, the angels are supporting you. As much as she can, she's supporting you. And she's so grateful for you.
Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. But, you know, her and I had our battles over the years. Mm-hmm. I, you know, tried everything I could to help her through life. And sometimes I had to take some kind of strange avenues. And I hope she understands now that it was all out of love. And,
she takes all the responsibility, all of it. So please don't feel burdened by it. Like, she's taking that on, like her bad behavior, and that's why she was saying she's learning, and she's learning new and better ways at doing things so that, you know, her soul can evolve, right? And that struggle that you had with her, you're not going to have that with her daughter because she's pure light.
Oh,
right? She's the greatest gift. She's like, and Mom, I had to go because her life wasn't going to be the way it needs to be. So I did have to leave. I did have to leave so that she could have the best opportunity and the best chance to have the life that I should have had and I didn't want.
You know, Jeannie, she was a very upbeat sometimes person, and she'd wander around the house forever singing the Whitney Houston song, I Will Always Love You. Well, I got the call from the hospital in the middle of the night thinking, oh boy, what now? What has she done? You know, because I can't tell you how many hospital runs we did. You know, and they told us the severity of it, and I flew in my car, and I never turned the radio on in my car, but for some reason I did, and that song was playing.
So she was letting you know right then and there.
And and I just started talking to her right away. Hang on, Pam, just hang on, I'll be there, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, there's things like that I feel like, well, that's not a song that they really play on the radio anymore. For it to come on in the middle of the night and me to just turn on a radio that I never do, you know, when I'm driving.
Right.
This
is the miracle that happens as Spirit can come through and help support us through the most difficult times, you know?
Yeah.
Spirit is
even like one, I don't know if this makes sense to you or not, but while we were there for the couple days at the hospital, I sent my niece to my house to take care of my dog. And she called me at the hospital. She says, did you maybe forget to pay your electric bill? All your electric went out in your house when I came in. I'm like, no, and, it just seemed odd to me, because we don't ever have any problem like that. But, it was just like this, whatever, caused all of our electric to turn off and on. And, when I got home then eventually, everything digital was just flashing, I don't know, but other than that, I'm just not seeing signs, and I don't know if I'm just missing them. You might want them so bad. Am I blocking them? I don't know,
When we try too hard, we block. So we receive our signs through our senses, right? So it can be through the eyesight, it can be hearing, it can be smell, it can be taste, it can be a feeling, right? So be really gentle with yourself and just know that she's there and she's with you and supporting you. All her messages tonight let you know that for sure. And maybe this will take the ease off of you so that when they come through, she's letting me know. She's like, I'm loud and clear. My mom knows I'm not a quiet person. So it's going to be, something knocking over and breaking. It's going to be, like shattering, because that's how I lived my life. She said, so those are my messages. My mom's just not connecting with them. But she hasn't missed a beat, and she's healing. So,
good.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeannie. I love you.
You're most welcome. I love you too, sweetheart. We're going to all hold you in our prayers, and just keep allowing your grief to move how it needs to. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
It doesn't have to make sense. You're welcome.
All righty. Nighty night.
Have a beautiful night. Bye, honey.
You too. Bye-bye.
That's so overwhelming. Are you freaking out over there? No.
I definitely am.
It's so... Casey's freaking out. Yeah, I'm looking at Laura over here because she's like, this is the first time she's witnessing this in person. It's crazy, right?
It is crazy.
Casey, you're freaking out over there too?
Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster ride over here. But to hear the stories of, like, the song playing on the radio, things like that, it tells the truth, right?
It tells the truth. Angels don't lie. You guys know it. I say it all the time. Now you know why I say it. And when you say no in a reading, and I stay with it, and I just smile and I wave, because I know when you go home, you're going to figure that out on your own time, because angels don't lie. It is real. It is right there. It just is. Hillary's saying it's such a beautiful show tonight. It really is. It's crazy high vibe.
I do have another caller.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
It's Lynn Ann Hunt.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Having a hard time.
Lynn, where are you calling from? Let me ask you that really quick.
Davenport, Florida. I'm an hour away from Jen and Susan.
Okay, thank you. So tell me what's going
on. Last year, my husband, daughter, and I were in Portugal, and my husband was sick with bronchitis that went into pneumonia, which he never took care of, and ended up with sepsis.
Oh my goodness.
They kept him alive for about a month and a half in a coma. My daughter last seeing her father was June 18th. She went to school that afternoon, and that was the last time she saw her father. Mm-hmm. The hospital wouldn't let me bring her to visit him. But July 25th, I woke up and had the phone call that my husband had passed at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. On the 24th, I took this beautiful, peaceful picture of my husband. I don't know why. Something told me to just do it so I could show my daughter.
Yeah, because she didn't get to have that final goodbye. She didn't, and they didn't want her there because of the sickness.
She was only she was with that, and she was. If you were under 12, you couldn't visit. Portugal is. There's a whole mess I have to clean up in Portugal.
Right. So he, as soon as you started talking, he started to like poke fun and make all these jokes because this is his personality.
That's right.
Yeah. And he says, he's like, look, if I was going to go out, I was going out with a bang. And he's like, this is just how it was going to go. Difficult, the craziest stuff that was going to happen that you can't even believe. And that's just, and he's like a larger than life personality, making light of it, making really light of it. He does say that he's sorry, not only for not taking care of this, but not like he said, I wasn't a follow through guy. I wasn't like this follow through type of guy. I didn't finish stuff. I didn't get stuff done. I wasn't organized. I was the kind of guy that left my clothes on the floor. I couldn't put outfits together. So this is how I was. My wife did everything. And, those were most of our arguments, he says.
Yeah. A lot of the follow through was over our daughter.
Yes.
And discipline.
And so now you are left to clean up this mess that he made. Yeah. And he said, and I feel like he's truly heartily sorry for that. But I do feel like there's going to be some great things that are going to come from this for you, for your life, for going forward. Because I do feel like there was a lot of stagnant and there wasn't a lot of joy. And so he's like, I'm gonna make sure that she's gonna have the best of everything. Everything's gonna be good. It's gonna be all the things that we talked about, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. And he says it is good that she didn't see me in person because I do feel like it would have
traumatized her. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that, and I feel like the photo is safe. The photo is safe. It's not in her memory bank then.
Right. And her last time with him, I mean, he was sick. He wasn't thinking right, but
yeah, he gives me the back of the head. I don't know if he hit the back of his head or.
No. He used to flick her in the back of the head when she was bad.
So look, he's right there.
Is he around me?
Yeah, like I feel like he was so strong. As soon as you started talking, he showed up. He's not going to miss a beat, and he's apologizing for the difficult man that he was. The difficult man that he was. So this is a way for you to take that in as a validation for the feelings that you've been holding in, that it doesn't have to be that difficult. He's going to make life, go with ease for you, but you've got to follow suit. So that means this healing, this holding on to as if you've done something wrong and feeling shame by it, he said has to stop. He said, he's like poo-pooing it. Get up. No, out there. No.
I feel like I put my husband in the hospital to die.
Nope.
That's how my daughter sees it.
Nope. He said, no, not at all.
If he lived, I know that he would have been in a wheelchair on dialysis. I mean,
he wasn't getting.
It was terrible.
His body was breaking down anyways. I feel like there was other things going on. I feel like, This was just his way. Yes. But he was going, it was not going to be a long life for him. This is where he was going to go. So, and he made the decision. He's like, I made the decision not to get better. I made the decision not to go to the doctor. I made the decision.
Yes, he did.
So that's on.
Am I missing signs?
I don't think you're missing a signs. I think you, like the other caller, Caroline, are just trying too hard. And that's all it is. It's like he's there because he's a larger than life kind of character. That's how he's going to show up. Right. He's going to mess things up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Beautiful.
Thank you, Jean.
You're most welcome.
It's wonderful.
Hold it in your heart. Breathe it. Feel it. Let that comfort you tonight.
I am. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Have a beautiful night.
You too. So, listen, guys. Yes, somebody's asking. You can, when this is over and we publish it, you can go back and you can rewatch it anytime that you want. It'll be on my Facebook page. Get back over here. And, you can totally rewatch it. And if anybody's on hold, we're going to say goodnight to you guys because I'm tapped out now. Spirit's like, that's enough.
And remember, they can get in the podcast. Podcast also.
Yeah, the podcast. And I should say that you can download the app. If you guys don't know, you can go over to iTunes, you can type in Angels Don't Lie, and you can get the app right on your phone. So great. Boom, boom, boom. Subscribe, hang out. It's awesome.
Or you can anywhere you get your podcasts. We're all over the anywhere you want to get your podcasts. iHeartRadio, Spotify, we're everywhere.
Oh yeah. There you go. Thank you, Casey. We're everywhere. I don't even know those things. We're everywhere. So again, next week Casey and I are going to be down in Ridgefield at the Angel Co-op. It's everybody gets read at this show, and it's really personalized. There's a meditation. It's phenomenal. So I hope you come and support the work, support each other, right? Show up. It's really, really beautiful. And I also have a great event that I'm super, super excited about for all of you who have the Goddess You book. How many of you, let me see some hearts. Who has the Goddess You book? How many? Who's got it? Ooh, ooh. Yep, I see a lot of hearts. Perfect.
Ready.
Hello? Casey, I think we got a call coming in. Hello?
I do have one more on there. I think it popped in there. Do you want to go through with it? You got the energy?
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it real quick.
Okay.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, my name is Cheryl.
Cheryl? Did you say?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Hi,
I can't believe I got through. I'm so glad you took my call after you said you weren't going to take any more.
I know, right? And then I heard somebody talking, and I'm like, what's going on? Okay. Where are you calling from, Cheryl?
I live in Pennsylvania.
Thank you. How can I help you, love?
Well, I lost my daughter. That's why it's so weird that you took my call after you said you weren't going to take anymore. I feel like maybe that was just her coming in. I lost my daughter. Her birthday just passed on Friday. She passed away it's almost 4 years ago. In September, it'll be 4 years. Of course, I'm still struggling. My daughter, thank you. I was hoping maybe, I don't know, see if anything come through from her.
Sure. Can you just give me her first name?
Amanda.
Thank you. So she's talking like super fast, almost like Valley Girl like. Do you understand that?
Yeah, she did that.
Yep. And it's her way of letting me know first it's her and her personality. And she says she's hugging you so tight. She's doing this like big squeeze. And she's just adorable, your daughter. She's just got the sweetest energy. And she lets me know that, I feel like you've done really well. She's like, my mom has done really well. It's been really hard, but she's doing so good. So she's praising you and letting you know, even though you feel like you're failing. And she's like, there's this measurement of like, as if you're doing grief the right way or not. She's like, you're doing grief the right way, Mom. Do you understand that?
I do. I had a complete career change, and I think she'd be proud of me.
Do you play tennis? What's the tennis?
I don't play tennis, but she did. She played tennis.
Okay, because she's showing me the racket, and it's just her way of giving you that confirmation that it's definitely her, and that she's doing the things that she loves.
Yesterday, I cleaned out her closet, and I had her I was sitting on the floor holding her tennis racket.
There you have it. So she's giving you a confirmation. She's letting you know that she was with you.
That's awesome.
That she's always with you. You're right.
She needed her a lot.
You needed to hear her tonight. You needed to have that little message.
I think that's why at the last minute you said, I'll take one more call.
What the heck? Cheryl from Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Beautiful, everybody. Thank you. It was such a great show. Oh, beautiful. The book event, if you have the Goddess You book, you're invited for free. I'm going to throw a party for you. And it's on my website under the events. Come check it out. We'd love to have you. It's going to be awesome. You have to have the book to get in the door, so don't think you're showing up without the book. And, I forgot it at home. No, you got to have it in your hand. I will sign your copy. I will hug you. We'll be so happy. If you need a copy, I do have some here in my house, in my office, and they also have a few copies down at the Angel Co-op, and Amazon and Barnes & Noble have tons of copies, so you can get them there as well. Okay. You guys, you know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a beautiful night, and we'll see you guys soon. God bless.